There are some changes underway in the arts community in Southern Kentucky. What was formerly known as SKyPac, the Southern Kentucky Performing Arts Center, has merged with Orchestra Kentucky and is now known as ASK, Arts Southern Kentucky. Joining us is the development director for ASK, Denise Lubey, and she's going to fill us in, give us the lowdown on that. And in addition, you're new to the state of Kentucky, so we want to welcome you to the Commonwealth. And so what's going on? Why the changes?
Well, thank you very much for having me, and I got to tell you how much I'm enjoying living in Kentucky. It's a fantastic place to call home. So you're right. We merged late last fall, Orchestra Kentucky and SKyPac. We took this terrible situation we're all living in with the pandemic, and gave us an opportunity to evaluate what is happening here and what is the best for our community in terms of the arts and our presentations. And we took something really negative and we turned it into something really spectacular for the entire organization, and I would say even more importantly for all of South Central Kentucky.
So as a patron of the arts in South Central Kentucky, how will we benefit?
You'll benefit by the fact that you will understand everything that's going on in one common place. So, from a patron perspective, nothing is going to change in that regard. Although there's now one centralized box office, instead of having to call the orchestra box office to reserve your tickets, all you have to do now is call SKyPac. I think you're also going to see a lot of synergy. I think that, when we have the opportunity to reopen again this summer, and we have our first program on July 17 with orchestra performing the music of Queen, you're going to see a lot of wonderful changes. Everything from concessions to we're sprucing things up inside the hall as well. It's just a wonderful fresh start for everything. SKyPac has always been one of it's an icon. It's just an incredible facility that we have here. And I got to say, being an outsider, it's one of the prettiest halls I've seen anywhere in the country. And so it's a real jewel, a gem that we have to be able to call our home. And that's just it. It's the orchestra's home, and the fact that, we are here forever now. And then also what Arts of Southern Kentucky is going to be able to do in terms of the main stage presentations. I think it's only going to benefit everybody in this community and make us even more proud to have SKyPac here in our downtown community.
So we said they merged, but the SKyPac, the facility in downtown Bowling Green, is still there and still will be known as SKyPac, the Southern Kentucky Performing Arts Center. This is more like the umbrella organization is called ASK.
That's correct. Arts of Southern Kentucky is the management organization that will handle all of the day-to-day operations for both Orchestra Kentucky as well as SKyPac. So nothing is different there. When you call the box office, it's still answered as, it's still answered as SKyPac Performing Arts Center. How may I help you? And, home of Orchestra Kentucky as well. Nothing is different in that respect. What our patrons are going to see is hopefully an elevated customer service experience. Their entire patron experience from the moment they walk through the door or they call on the phone is going to be of what you would expect anywhere at the highest level. And that's what we are striving to do every single day.
Okay, just real quick question. For those who love the arts and are patrons of the arts, that's there. But for someone who doesn't feel, how can you make the arts more approachable for just anyone?
I've always been a firm believer that the arts are part of our soul. They're part of our being. And how you define that as an individual is very intimate. It's very specific to you. What I really appreciate about SKyPac is that it isn't just about what is happening on stage, but we really are a community facility. We have an art gallery. We actually are having a mural painted on the wall of the box office, and that's going to be done by April 17. We're hoping at one point in time we're going to have artwork in the main lobby. Of course, there is children's artwork that hang in our education wing on a pretty regular basis. There is comedy, there is concerts, there are theater productions. What I would say to anybody who has not been inside our facility, inside our beautiful hall, is to come down and try it out. And there is something there for everybody. In addition to that, because because the pandemic has hit and it's had such a negative impact on so many aspects of our day-to-day life, we're actually going to be showing movies here as well. So there's an opportunity to come in, get a taste for the Performing Arts Center, see what it's like, see what else is available, because I truly believe the arts are for everyone. We just have to find, or you have to be open to finding what it is for you. And we have so much available to be able to choose from.
That's right. Give it a try. Try it on for size. Thank you so much. Denise Lubey is the development director with Ask, which is Arts Southern Kentucky. You're watching Coffee Near Me. I'm Barbara Deeb, coming to you from my dining room, socially distanced. And very quickly, we want to keep the conversation going. Who would you like to sit down and have a coffee and a conversation with? And Denise, we always ask our guests, living or dead, who would you have a coffee with?
I would say Abraham Lincoln. I know that may sound cliche because this is his birth state, but I've always admired what he stood for and who he is, and I think it would just be fascinating to go back in time and kind of dig into who he is and what inspired him.
I love that. Thank you, Denise. Good luck to you. Appreciate your time.